Hey, welcome in everybody, Everything Disney family coming at you. We are here in beautiful southern, sunny California, right in the heart of San Diego. Obviously, as you can tell by the sign here, we're going to go inside the park today, check out the Skyfari. It's kind of like an aerial tram that takes you over the park. We're going to do the bus tour that takes you around and shows you the animals, or takes you around the outskirts of the parks. And we're going to see some of the animals. Stay tuned to the end. The polar bears are just amazing. And if you guys haven't, please consider subscribing and like this video. And when you get inside the park, if you veer off to the right here, you'll see the San Diego Zoo map. It's a big map, kind of shows you everything within the park. And they do also have paper maps available when you go through the turnstiles or right at the front of the park. Now, you're still off over here on the right-hand side. As soon as you come through the gates, you're going to want to go where this says bus tour, underneath the arches, go up the ramp, and you can choose to sit in the lower part of the bus, the upper part of the bus. I recommend doing the upper part of the bus.
Alright, welcome a little flaming hot cheetahs to the guided bus tour. My name's Kevin with the K, and I'm going to be your driver for the next 35 to 40 minutes as we loop around the zoo on this beautiful Saturday morning. Now, I'm personally ready to see some animals today. You guys ready as well? That's what I like to hear. Don't make me turn that bus around. Alright, well, on our journey today, we are going to talk about some fun animal facts, of course, but also the San Diego Zoo is an ally for wildlife all around the world through conservation, education, innovation, probably a few more Asians I forgot about, and a big thank you because we are a non-profit organization, so the money you spent here what makes this whole place possible and allows us to live in a world where all life thrives. These ones are lesser flamingos into Africa. Those in the salt marshes of Africa, which makes sense. That's why they're a little bit more white. Helps them to camouflage from leopards, from hyenas, from lions as well. Might even catch a couple birds of prey up there on the right side, as well. It's a little hard for me to tell from my angle. And right in front of these fishing birds like the pelicans and cormorants, I wanted to just tell you about our kangaroo bus stop on the left-hand side. It's a free service that we offer, and it's pretty warm here today. That kangaroo bus is a lifesaver. It's basically a city bus, and you hop on and you can hop off at 4 different spots of the zoo. It's a great way to get from one side of the zoo to the other. Alright, now at the pinnacle of our polar hill, this is our Skyfari aerial tram. And my pro tip to you is look on the left-hand side. There is no line. It will be a 30 to 45 minute wait later in the day, almost guaranteed between about 1 and 3 p.m. It's going to be a huge wait for the Skytram. You can hop on for almost no line right after the tour. Now that Skytram is free. It runs until 9 p.m. and if you take it here at Skyfari West, it will take you to the front of the zoo. Vice versa, you can also take it from the front of the zoo back over here as well. That's definitely a must-do for anyone that's not afraid of heights. And if you are afraid of heights, well, we do have some walking paths that'll get you back to the front. It only takes about 5 minutes from over in this African rock hyrax, though I like to call them a little fluffy tater tots. And on the left-hand side, you can see them in all their potato glory. The more you look, the more you'll find. There's definitely one upper right-hand side, but if you look towards the back, I can see about 3 or 4 more. You can see about 6 total. Now, they're one of my favorite animals because they'll parkour or jump around those perches and branches like a nice little hot potato. They'll have cuddle puddles when it's cold out, sometimes up to 20 of them at a time with this nice little bowl of tater tots. And get this, the animal's not related to a guinea pig, nor squirrel, nor rat. Their closest living relative is the elephant. For real, actually the elephant, similar toes, skeletal structure, they even have tiny little tusks inside their mouths. Classification can be quite quirky. The size of a lion, their bite force is 3 times stronger. That's where they get the nickname Skull Crusher. They can bite through bones with ease. Now these cats, agile in the trees, fast on land, and they love to swim. Yeah, now I've even seen a video where a jaguar jumps about 10 feet out of a tree into a river right on top of an anaconda. This snake, not the J.Lo Ice Cube movie. Wrestle around with it for a couple of hours and eventually take it home as the main course, of course. So those jaguars, very scary predators out there in Central and South America. You can see Sun Tzu really well. So we are a nonprofit. The money you spend here lets us do these projects, rescuing baby polar bears, elephant orphanage, even a 900-acre preserve in San Diego, help with our own local species. And of course, it helps take care of the animals here at the zoo, the ones that aren't ready to be re-released in the wild. Either they themselves aren't ready or their habitat's not ready to have them back. That's pretty cool. It's nice view of some elephants here today. Now the younger boys, Nebo and Sunzu over here, they love playing in the mud. So come back a little bit later. I'm sure you'll see them just go back at it again, especially on a nice warm day here in San Diego. All right, we'll say goodbye to the elephants, get one last picture or video, bring back Vine if you need to. We're about 3/4 of the way done with our tour, so we still have a few more animals to see before we call it only about 22 California condors left in the entire world. That's it, 22. That's fewer than the amount of people on the bottom deck for a bus alone. And I'm talking about in the zoo and the wild combined. So we collaborate with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, started a condor breeding facility. There are now over 500 condors alive today, which is amazing. And many of them are going back into the wild in protected areas like Grand Canyon National Park, Pinnacles National Park, up by Big Sur and parts of Baja California, Mexico as well. If you're wondering what is that small blackbird, it is not a baby condor, that's a raven. They live together in the wild, they live together here at the zoo as well. Kind of a cool view of the California condor cooling off on the rocks there. The condors have the grossest way to cool themselves off though. They move on their legs.
Let's go inside, see if we can check out, see if there's any polar bears here at the Polar Bear Plunge at the San Diego Zoo.
Why you say that's right?
Because he's not as big as a real, he's not as long as a full grown. He's beautiful.
Look at those paws.
They're huge.
A scrub-a-dub-dub, big elephant in the tub. I don't think this elephant's fitting in my bathtub anytime soon. But he is awesome. I don't know why I'm singing, everybody, but this elephant is just sweet. I love elephants. I don't know why, but he's just so cool. Look at all that water he's just inhaling. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us and coming along today with us in the San Diego Zoo as we explored the parks and showed you a bunch of different animals. We took you on the bus tour. We took you on the safari. And I just want to leave you guys with this view of this wonderful looking elephant as he's kind of just playing around, having a ball. If you guys haven't, make sure you guys like this video. Please consider subscribing. If you guys would love to, I would be very appreciative if you could share this out to any of your friends or family, help grow our channel. And this zoo is definitely amazing. I recommend if you guys have a chance, get out here and check it out. All right, we saved one of the best animals for last, guys. Coming up right after the elephant here, we got the giraffe. Love the giraffes.
You would think that it could just jump right over this thing.
And also proceed directly to the turnstiles at the main entrance or our donor entrance. But please have your membership and a valid photo ID ready for the turnstiles.